Hello, hello, friends. Welcome, welcome. We are waiting on our guest, Kristi, with Funky Junk Inspiration. Super excited to have her as a guest today. So let's just hang tight while she gets on StreamYard. And welcome. Thanks for being here. My name is Grace here at the Comfy Nest with Grace. I'm going to shut the light above us because it gives you on the table. You see that shadow? Whoa, right up here. I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to shut off that light right above us. Let me just see. I think she is trying to get in here. Let's just see if we can get her in. Hang tight, friends. Where are you? There she is. Guest. Guest. All right. We're waiting. We're waiting. I've messaged her, and I'm not sure if she's having a little trouble getting on or what. I'll just message her and shut off this light. We're going to do some art journaling today. We are going to art journal, and I said to Kristi, let's do some art journaling and let's have a prompt. What colors do you want? And I had in my mind pink and yellow, and she picked pink and yellow. She picked pink and yellow, so I'm super excited about that. It's crazy that we were both on the same page. When you get here, please say hello. Let me know that you're here. I am broadcasting to both Facebook and YouTube. So hopefully you guys can see, and this will be shared into our groups. Both Kristi and I have our own craft communities, and I'm sure she'll be sharing over into hers, as well as me sharing into mine. So I'm going to do that right now, if you guys don't mind. I'm waiting to see if she messages me. Let's just see. Anybody else have some creative time scheduled for yourself today? And what are you creating? I would love to know what you're up to. Are you junk journaling? Are you art journaling? Are you doing some Bible journaling maybe? Whenever I think of Bible journaling, I think of my friend Carol. But today, and she's been a guest in the nest as well before, but today we got guest Kristi when she gets here. So hang tight, girls. Hang tight. I promised. I got her scheduled. There she is. There she is.
Hello.
Hi, friend. How are you?
All right. How are you? We need
I'm
to
great.
don't we?
What's that?
I need to landscape my camera there.
Hold on. I'm going to get us both on screen here. Hold on. Let's get it both. I want to remove. My art journal. Hey, Rusty. Hey, Janet. Here's my art journal, the bigger one that I've been working in lately. I have several. I probably have about 5 art journals that I work in, and this is the bigger one. And that's the last, when did I do this one? In this book, just March 12th, a couple of weeks ago. So look at, I have a lot of yellow and pink in my journal anyway. This didn't have, I might have had a little bit of coral, not quite pink on her lips, but we're going to do yellow and pink today. So I'm going to open up a page. Hey there, Kim. How are you, Kim Murders? And Janice is here, and Lori. Hello, Lori. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I think I've got my Lori says she lost sound. Can everybody else hear? Lori's unpacking and doing laundry. Good job, friend. Good job. She's coming back from a week with her daughter, so that's nice. Hey, Lisa Kid, I see you. Lisa Kid joining over from on YouTube. All right. we had Kristi here for a minute and then we lost her. Let's see if we can get her back. If not, well, I'm really eager to introduce her to you guys. So if for some reason, if this technology doesn't work and we can't get her back on, I will absolutely reschedule her. It is no problem at all. But I'm really hoping. She said, I'm backstage. You're not there anymore. Try again. Try again, my friend. Try again. Oh, here we go.
That was me. I wonder what this X does. Duh.
That's what the X does. You're cracking me up, girl. You cracking me up. I love it. I'm going to take off my table cam so I can get both Kristi and me in screen.
My goodness sakes. Jeez. I could hear you when you said that someone asked if they lost sound. I could still hear you. So now I can't hear you. Now I can hear you.
What? Hold on. Hold
When-
on. Now you can hear me.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Hold on.
Like,
Now can you hear me? There we go.
alrighty.
That might be it.
Yeah, you got to pick the right microphone, right? I
have the right mic. I think it's the volume on my phone is goofing me out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I used to have that trouble when I did StreamYard all the time. I'd have that background noise, and then you couldn't hear me, then you could hear me.
Yep.
All user.
That's why I said sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Sometimes the stuff works and sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's working.
Exactly.
All right.
Went to share myself and I messed up. Let's see.
Well, do it. Go ahead and get her done, man. We have no real, I usually keep these things to about an hour, but we have no real, like, hard and fast rule.
Okay.
All right, let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Annette's here and Callie. I think a lot of our girls from the club are here. So hello, Callie. She's saying hello to both of us. Lori and Kimberly, Janice and Janet, Rusty. Hello, hello. All right, so girls, we picked art journaling and I asked Kristi what color she wanted and she picked the same colors I wanted. Oh, pink and yellow.
And then I watched your live on replay because I was sleeping when you did it, and it was like you used pink and yellow. I was like, oh, that's too funny.
No, I'm in a pink and yellow mode, but that was not in this book. So this book is going to have a new pink and yellow in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Hi, Sharita. Hey, Ruth. We haven't seen Ruth in a while. Poor Ruth. She's been through the ringer lately. Girl, we love you. Glad you're here. All right, Kristi, I'm going to let you have the mic for a minute. So when you get done there, getting yourself settled in, I know the ladies from the club know who you are, but for everybody else who's hanging out with us today and watching, I am so excited to introduce you from Funky Junk Inspiration. You're very busy creatively. You're a very busy woman, first of all. Wife, mom and grandma to all the peoples.
Yeah.
And working full time and your business, both on YouTube and Facebook. But I want you to tell them, because am I missing anything by saying they can find you on YouTube and Facebook? Where else can they find you?
You can find me on Whatnot, which is a new thing. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, basically any social, you can find me. I'm most active on YouTube and Facebook. So
YouTube and Facebook.
Up the Whatnot thing. I did a live yesterday over on Whatnot, just basically finishing up some projects and just playing around. That wasn't too bad. That was, that was kind of fun.
Do you feel like it went well?
I think it did. I only had a couple people on there, but and that time I shared it also to my YouTube and my Facebook. I don't think I'll do that next time. I think I'll force them to come to Whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So I've been sharing on Facebook because I've been on Facebook the longest. Yeah. Just so people could see, those who were like skeptical about what's Whatnot, they could see what it is, kind of see how it works. Yeah. And then decide if they want to jump over. But now I've done the same thing. Now, if they want to hang out, they got to get over on Whatnot.
Yes, I know, because I saw a project one day and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go watch that. I can't find it. Hi.
That's okay, though. I'm live so often, and like you are too, that it's like, if you didn't catch me today, you'll catch me tomorrow. Like,
right. Exactly. So it's okay. It's okay. So, but yeah.
I'm going to try to change. Can you still hear me? I just tried to shut off this mic over here.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, good. Okay.
Good. Yes. Yes, we can.
Perfect. I hope that doesn't do anything weird. I just turned up the volume. All right. So I got to get some supplies. I don't know what I'm doing. I had a plan, but my printer keeps like eating up my paper. Look at this pink flower. It keeps eating. I lost the front of the bird. It ate up my paper. Man, I might have to try again to print this thing. What are you going to do? Do you know yet?
Well, I pulled out, I have this little composition book that I played around with. I covered it and then I glued pages together and washi taped the edges, you know?
Oh, pretty. I love that.
And I've been doing real junk journaling. I mean, like,
Yes, get it, girl. It looks like a glue book.
yeah. So
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
pick this up. I'm just doing random stuff in it. It's just gonna
Good.
be my stuff.
I like random. I'm all right with random, right? Because then you just let your imagination go and let it go where it takes you.
Yeah.
What's that book now? Show us that one.
I thought about jumping over here onto this Reader's Digest that I put together, but I think I'm gonna stick. Yeah, see here.
I love that pie.
This was we did Pie Day as a YouTube playlist.
Oh, fun.
Numbers and like there was our graphic right there. So I just kind of printed it off and then did a whole bunch of pie stuff on there. I don't know. I thought it was fun.
It is really fun. It is really fun. Annette's asking what's Whatnot. Do you wanna describe it for Annette?
Whatnot's another social platform, and people hold fun little auctions and things over there. You can get everything from basically a kitchen sink down to a pair of socks.
It's incredible what you can find on Whatnot, right?
You can actually get some really good. I'll use it and just do like some crafting and chatting and things like that over there. So I think it's actually meant as an auction site where people could bid on things, but you can set up product over there that people can just buy. Also, people can also do like a site where they can bid on it, for a certain amount of time. So it's just something kind of fun. It's something a little different, something kind of fun over there. But you can get a lot of goodies over there. So
a lot. I get lost in Whatnot sometimes, but I love it. I really enjoy it. So it is a social media app that is for buying and selling primarily, but there are people doing live demos, live discussions, just getting together like coffee time chats, especially for Whatnot sellers to support each other. It's open to anybody. It's free, it's secure, and it is a really easy way to scout out things that you're looking for. Like when I shop on Whatnot, I'm looking for like homeware, like plates, plates and creamers. And like, I love teacups and things like that because I'm kind of girly that way. So I'm looking for that stuff and craft supplies or kits. What about you, Kristi? When you shop, what are you looking for?
I get stuck in a different rabbit hole every time I go over there. Anything. I mean, just anything. I was looking for some tools the other day and got wrapped up in some tools and stuff. So, like I said, you can find about anything, but mainly craft supplies. I've jumped on there and, like you said, bought some kits and stuff like that. But what's nice about it is you get it all set up and it's easy. You don't
so easy.
For our side of it, it's an automatic payment. There's no hidden anything. You're bidding on something, it tells you what the shipping's going to be right there.
Right.
We have 2 days. 2 days to get it shipped. Is that what it is?
Yes. They want you to ship it within 2 days.
Yeah. So, it's not trying to get the creator got something from, all of a sudden $25, different things like that. It's all right there, black and white, no guessing, no nothing. And it's safe for you to put your credit card information in or whatever you might use in there. It's very safe, from what I've read on everything. So I think it's wonderful. I actually think it's wonderful. I wish I'd have came up with the idea.
I know. I've been using it I've been selling on it since October. I started shopping on it before that. I've never had trouble at all with anything. They have systems in place. Like I've ordered stuff before and it came to me, unfortunately, broken, like nobody's fault. It's just what happened along the way. And it's really easy to have that processed and get a refund. Like I haven't had any issues with it. And it is super easy for both the seller and the buyer. Super easy to use. So I love it. I love it. I'm glad you're over there now.
Oh, I did have an auction a while back, but doing it, I didn't have very many people on. Then when I realized that you could do demos and do crafting and chatting and things, that's how you can get an audience built up.
Yes. Yep. It's how you're going to get to know people, and they can get to know you better. Yeah.
And then you can, I in my doing that times, and then maybe doing some stuff for sell. And what I like too is, you can go over there for craft supplies. So all this wonderful, beautiful items that are hoarded in this room, locked up, and people out there that would get that, they would want that stuff, So I'm happy with it. I like it. I think it's cool.
Cool. I like the way you said it. Cool. Hi, Cindy. Hello, Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casa. And Tamara's here, our friend. Hey, Tamara. How are you?
I thought Jeannie was on a cruise. Girl, are you home already?
Oh, maybe she's using her Wi-Fi. Jeannie, talk to us. What are you doing, girl?
Oh, she's supposed to be out enjoying on a cruise, or her husband anyway. I can't see comments, so I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, you can't? I'll read them to you. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at facilitating. I can handle it. I will tell you if she answers.
Don't tell people.
We'll see if she answers. Oh my goodness. So we can find you on almost every social media under the name Funky Junk Inspiration. Kristi, tell everybody and tell me, how did you get started? How did you decide, or what was pivotal for you to decide to start your own creative places on social media with sharing? Like how'd you get there?
Well, this is going to sound corny because I'm on here with you. You are the very first crafter I ever seen on Facebook. And I was hooked. I was like, I could do that. I can do that, and so it took me quite a while, probably a year or so, to actually go, because I was, it was always, well, my hair doesn't look right, or background's messed up, or, it was always an excuse. And if you're thinking about it, don't make an excuse. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nope.
Nobody.
In fact, I think that people appreciate seeing us real more than, and you guys can say you're in the comments. We'd love to hear from you too. But I think people appreciate more, like, I sometimes admit to you, like, I'm in my pajamas. I'm not showing my face because I'm still in my PJs. Like, it's real life, man. And yep, it's real life. It's the way it goes. And I think most women are just like, thank you, girl, for being real, more than showing that everything's always put together, because that's just not real. It's not real.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, but I started watching you, and I've always done, I've always been the Girl Scout leader, and always done, crafts and different things with my mom. And I'm a tool maker by trade. So I make things in real life.
Yes, you do.
I was like, well, here, I'll be honest about this. I worked for General Motors, and I was a tool maker, and I was a real tool maker at a shop that I actually made things. Yeah. Now that I'm Chrysler, I'm out on the floor where I have to fix broken machines. So I'm really not making anything. So when I was watching you, it was like, you know what? I can get back into making things, because that's what I do. I see something, I want to make it. And that, that scratches that itch for me.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer like in a shop actually making parts, so that's what made me want to start doing it. And I was hooked, line and sinker. And I think I joined every single thing you had.
I love that you joined everything that we had, because you've been such an integral part of the community. Like, we have a small community. Yeah. Just overall, like the group of people who hang out with me most often, the club members. Well, it used to be the Napkin Lovers Club, and I had my craft crates. I've had quite a few different ways to hang out with me. It's a pretty small group, especially those of you who are OGs and have hung with me through the years. So I love you and appreciate you for that so much.
And that's what I love, because it's not so big that, you care about your people.
I do.
I feel like that, if I got arrested and put in jail, I could probably call Grace and she'd help get me out.
I would come to you. I would absolutely. Oh my gosh. It's so funny that you say that, because my husband and I were having that talk the other night. And Landon got stuck 40 miles away from here at a gas station. He had filled up his gas tank, and his debit card that's attached to his checking. He doesn't have a credit card. He has a debit card attached to his checking because he's 19. It wouldn't work. So he had a full tank of gas. And the guy in this like rural community between here and college was like, well, I don't know how to fix it. He didn't know how to fix it. He didn't know how to run the credit card without the swiping option. He didn't know how to enter the information. And the credit card machine was jammed up with Landon's stuff. So Landon calls us and he's like, I'm kind of stuck here and I can't pay. He had no money. The guy's kind of yelling at me. He's like, the guy's mad at me because I can't pay and nobody can use the credit card machine until I pay. So everybody that comes in has to pay cash and it's just a mess. So my husband's like, all right, I'm on my way. So my husband starts putting his shoes on. I was taking a nap and he woke me up and said, I'm heading to help Landon. He's in Michigan. I was like, in Michigan? He's stuck in Michigan. What's going on? I said, who do we know in Michigan? A crafty chick, Denise. So I messaged Denise on Facebook and I said, Denise, are you home in Michigan right now? And she said, yep, what's up? I said, can you go down to the gas station and help Landon out? And I'll Venmo you some money. I'm on my way, she says. That is the crafty chicks community right there.
Exactly.
That's it. We would do it for each other. I know we would if we could. And we we're far apart, but girl, if you needed me in the middle of the night, you call me up. If I can do anything to help, I would. Totally.
Try, because the world's not like that anymore.
I know it's true. We live in rural North Dakota, so that helps, right? She got to the gas station and the guy at the gas station was like, oh my gosh, you called her? Because everybody in that town knows each other. So she was like, yes, he did. He called me and I'm going to help him out. She gave him 3 hugs, he said, but the first thing she did was give me a hug and say, you need some help. It's the best. It's good crafting community, family. And so I'm so thrilled that you're part of it and that you've been part of it for so long, even though you're building your own creative community at Funky Junk Inspiration. So anybody who's here, who's part of the Funky Junk Inspiration community over there hanging out with her, please give shout outs in the comments because we want to hear from you. And actually, I'm going to go grab your link and just drop it in the comments so that if anybody is not already following you, they sure can. They're welcome to.
Oh, look, my
there you go.
Comments came up.
There it is. So I just dropped her link on Facebook. So when we're done here, you can head on over and hang out with Miss Kristi whenever she's creating. And you do all kinds of, like, what would you say the kinds of creating that you do? If anybody says, oh, if they've never heard of you before and said, what kind of stuff do you do on your page? How do you answer that question?
Most people say stenciling, because you got me hooked on the essential stencils, and I've got a package coming today. It's the new Farm and Faith stuff. I'm really super excited about those.
That is exciting.
But probably stenciling, but I kind of do a lot of things, I don't really narrow myself down to one. I do a lot of different things that I've really been getting into. I found what you've said for a long time. You make all these signs and then there's only so much wall space. There's only so much room.
Yeah.
You try to sell it in booths and stuff like that. And it gets hard. And I've really been enjoying my time instead of coming up here when I'm not live, messing around in a book. Because
right.
Same thing right here. So I really
do the same exact thing. You can use all those stencils, all the chalk couture that, we were both so heavily involved with chalk couture over the years. And like you said, you can only have so many chalkboards on your wall or wood surfaces that you hang up or canvases, which are always fun to work on, but you can do the same exact thing in your book and not have to worry about storing it somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Exactly. I have to do a lot of everything. Just everything. If you want to know how to do it, let me know. I'll figure it out. We'll make it.
Janet says, I'm already following for over a year plus.
Yes. There's a lot of crafty chicks in my group. Tamara's in there. I mean, there's a lot of them.
Good.
So there was one of the crafty chicks was over on my whatnot yesterday. I can't think of her name. My mind went blank. But she was over there yesterday. It was like, oh, I know you. You're from the Crafty Chicks Club.
Isn't that fun? I love it. I love that our community, you know, so we have several people from the Craft Therapy Club have their own creative businesses now. And in that group, about a year ago, I started, I didn't, what I called it the business builders. So trying to get together with these ladies when they want to chat about business and like creative, maybe even just talk about creative endeavors and whatever they wanted to talk about. And it's been really good to be able to do that. And now I've opened it up to have you guys as guests here on the Comfy Nest. And we're going to hope to do, we plan on doing some collaborative events together, the ladies in the Craft Therapy Club, because there's quite a few of us now who have our own social media presence that we could be sharing and kind of extending our family out. You know, some people who may not know you, who know me, or vice versa, or Tamara, or Shauna, or whoever, you know, Kristi Sloan, any of us girls who are doing creative things, we're going to try to do some collaborative events together in the future, which I'm super excited about.
Awesome.
It's going to be awesome. I think we were talking the other day in the group about paper scraps, paper strips, and paper scraps, and maybe doing a challenge. I think that might be our first one, Kristi. What do you think?
That would be fun. Yeah, I have a whole, I don't know what's wrong with me. Throw it away, Kristi.
Don't throw it now. No, you can't. It's sacrilege. You can't throw it out.
I'm live and I've got this little teeny tiny piece of paper, something. I'm like, I'm going to save that. And I live.
I have the most trouble letting go of, it's so funny, scraps of paper that I then paint on or stencil on. So now it's a scrap of paper, but I've created on it. And then I might tear that up to use part of it. And I can't throw the other half out because now I've spent some time working on it. So I got to find a way to use it somehow.
Yeah, I've got quite a few things like that myself.
I don't think we're alone in that. I don't think so at all.
Either.
Now the Painted Peach is saying hello to Tamara. Look at, I love the extension of friendship that goes in our craft communities.
Yep, that's Mary from the Painted Peach. She's got a page too. She was one of my partners when we were doing the Take 5 over here. But now we just do one event a month, and then we do the YouTube Fridays. We're going to start doing every other Friday instead of every Friday.
All right, so tell us about that. We want to hear all that you got going on. So tell us about every other Friday on YouTube and who's involved and what kinds of things you'll be sharing. And if you have a schedule, like, oh, just don't leave. Who, when, where, what, why? Tell us it all.
Well, Mary from the Painted Peach, Rusty. There's Rusty is who is on my whatnot.
Rusty.
Hello, Rusty. So, Mary from the Painted Peach, Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, and myself had opened up a mentoring group, and then we still have a group called Take 5. And we were doing events every Wednesday and events every Friday. And then once a month, we were just doing big events. We had a private group and all that kind of stuff. And our lives got extremely busy. So we decided to scale that back and decided, we were trying to push all of the people that we were mentoring, how important it was to get over to YouTube in case something happened over here, because a lot of the people that we were mentoring and stuff were just here. They weren't on other social medias. So we did that for probably a year and a half, I would say. And then now what we do is we do a big event once a month. It's usually the third Saturday, unless it's a holiday. And then every Friday, right now it's every Friday, but we're going to switch to every other Friday starting in April. We do a YouTube playlist, which a YouTube playlist is where you do a recorded video, and then we all join one playlist, and then someone can go, and it usually has a theme, and watch that playlist, and then it just kind of runs like a Netflix series. They just boom, 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 run one right after the other. And so Friday, like this Friday that's coming up, it's Mary's turn, and her Friday is Don't Worry, Be Hoppy.
Cute.
So
That's cute.
it's fun. We have a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of different people, and everybody has their own community. But yeah,
I like collaborations. I think it's not only fun to work with the people that you work with, but then you do get to meet other creatives. It's just, why wouldn't anybody want to do that? I think it's really cool.
I love it. It's a lot of fun. Lots of fun.
All right. There's a bigger comment. Oh, Lisa, hold on. Let me see what Lisa's saying. I picked up a telephone book and I was going to start putting my scraps of paper in it like you showed us, Grace. Get after it, girl. Have fun with it. Yep. Just do it. Just do it. If you're like, I always remind the girls the tired crafting option, right? Like if you're too tired to do anything from start to finish, but you want to do something creative, something like that, putting your paper scraps, collaging them in a book, any book, composition notebook, an old telephone book, an old magazine, or like your LL Bean catalog that you got, save that, put your paper scraps on those pages, and then you'll have great backgrounds or substrates for your projects. So Lisa, get after it, girl.
Yep. Just do it.
That's right. Just do it. Hi, Alex. Tamara says, bunny love.
Yep. Bunny.
Bunny love.
Anybody that has a business on YouTube, if you want to join us any Friday, it's open game. You're welcome to join us whenever. Just give me a holler.
I love it. That's great. I'm glad to know that. So it's interesting. I've got Gannon you know what it's like. Gannon's my senior. So I try to make myself, gosh, Kristi, it's going to change so much next year. Try to make myself totally available to the kid and to my husband now. But I keep thinking next year I'm going to have all this time on my hand. I'm going to be such a pest to all of you because I'm going to have no kids in the house. What am I going to do?
I know that's funny that you say that because I've got a senior and then my other granddaughter is a sophomore, and my sophomore will start driving in May. Most is 8 up taking practices and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to have to run down to the school.
Right.
I'm going to have, because it doesn't seem like much because it's like a 6-minute drive from here. But, you gotta go there and come back. And if they don't get out of practice on time, and then always, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this or I'm supposed to do that. We always have to run in town for something.
Yeah, where they forgot something that, oh yeah, I have to go pick up this or drop that off, and then it's beside that, it's the waiting time, like waiting for them in the parking lot to come in or out. Sometimes it would be to the point where it doesn't even make sense for me to go home because they're only going to be busy for a half hour, 45 minutes. I might as well just sit here and wait. It's busy.
Exactly.
I'm sure a lot of the women who are listening, or men, but we're talking about moms and grandmas being busy picking up the kids and dropping them off. Yeah. I'm sure you ladies know this.
Makes a big difference. And it's been kind of fun this week because one of them's in Florida for spring break with her friends, the senior, and the other one went with her mom to Europe on a school trip.
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
France and then Spain. And like yesterday I woke up and I was in a frantic because it was like 4 o'clock. I worked till 11 a.m. But it was like 4 o'clock and it was like, why isn't Lily home from school? And then it was like, oh yeah. Then I'm like, I can do whatever I want.
Oh my gosh, isn't it crazy? It throws you all for a loop when you consciously wake up to realize, wait a minute, they're not, there's nothing wrong here. They're gone for the weekend or they're gone for the week.
Right. Then I sat up here in this room going, I don't know what to do. I don't hurry. I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be strange next year.
It is going to be strange when all that's taken place and when they're fun. I don't know. I don't know either.
We'll be kind of going through it together.
That's a crazy thing. I'm pulling out a bunch of fun, groovy stickers.
I want to see them. Dana's saying it's so different when you have an empty nest, right? Oh my goodness.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. Sad. I mean,
yeah. I said to my husband, I'm equally sad and excited. I don't feel one emotion more than the other. I mean, I just feel a little bit of both.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's probably really normal.
It's like, ooh, I don't know if I want you to do that, but okay. So,
Where are you getting your stickers, Kristi?
well, when Temu got real popular, I went a little crazy.
So you're using reserves. You're using what you already have on hand.
I found a package
Yeah.
weeks ago, and it was a huge package, and it was full of nothing but stickers. And I don't remember ordering them.
I remember you saying that. I think I was with you live where I was like, I just found a box like that too. Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, I don't remember. And some of them I'm like, why would I have ordered those? But here's, look, I can show you. See, they're everywhere. I mean, I even got Walt Disney stickers. Why did I get Walt Disney stickers?
Everybody loves Walt Disney stickers though, Kristi.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they're everywhere. Look at all these packages.
I was trying to come up with something, I got a plan for next year. This is perfect timing. All of the ladies who are in the club, Kristi, I was thinking next month for what we could do for our collab, like our fellowship activity. I know we've been kind of talking about doing another like junk journal on a journey kind of thing.
Yeah.
But maybe with a twist. So maybe not exactly like we did it before. So maybe we should do, in the meantime, maybe we could do some kind of, we do napkin swaps. We've done ATC swaps. Maybe we should do a sticker swap.
Yeah. Anybody need any stickers? Because Kristi's got stickers.
Especially like when you buy, this is my thing all the time. You buy a set of stickers and you get 50 Disney stickers. Maybe you only wanted 5, but now you got 50. So you could easily share 5 with 10 friends and they could share with you 10 of their flower stickers, their bee stickers. And there you go. Now you have a real variety of stickers rather than just 50 of one particular thing. That's kind of my thought.
These are kind of cute. They're little people.
That's adorable. That's cute.
Very
cute. Those are good focal points for your ATCs, your index cards, those bookmarks.
I think that was when I was big into making the ATC cards. And I think that's probably why I ordered them, but it had to have been a bored at night work day because I don't ever go overboard like this. I'll buy stuff, but I won't buy it all at one time. I think it's cheaper that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Like a $10.
Somehow we do. We convince ourselves that.
$50 package, not a big, huge package all at once.
Right.
It's just how my mind works.
No, I think I do that to myself too. I think that way too.
Yeah. Yeah, because I won't spend money for nothing. I try, something has to sit in my cart for a long time.
I'm the same way. Yep. Kristi, I think you and I are so alike.
It's like, what was I wanting to order? I have something in my Amazon cart right now, and my granddaughter, getting ready to go to Europe, we were ordering some things for her, so she was on the Amazon cart. She's like, Grandma, that thing has been hanging out in here for a while. Why don't you just get it? It's only like $15. I'm like, well, when you get back from Europe.
That's funny. Because the way my mind thinks, I think, well, that's $15 I could spend on other stuff, right? Like there's a million things in a family that $15 could go toward. So I always like put it in my cart. Oh, you guys in the comments, do you have an Amazon cart that's full of stuff? Like the other day I looked at my Amazon cart and I'm like, oh my gosh, why is it $1,500 worth of stuff? Like what's in there that it's $1,500? It's my save for later. Like maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. Yeah. And right now I'm on to spring dresses. So every little dress that I see, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. It's only $40. I put it in my cart. And I've been doing that for about 2 weeks. So there's quite a few dresses in there that I at one time thought was really cute. So what I'll do now, if I decide to get some dresses, I'll narrow it down from those and pick a couple that will work. So it's kind of like my save for later spot.
Yes. That's exactly what I do. I don't, yeah.
I don't think we're alone. I really don't. In this whole thing.
Like Mary shared my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Yeah, Alex says she says I have a few things in it and tons saved for later. Me too. Janet's agreeing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Tamara says, did you swap and collect stickers with friends in elementary school? That's great. I love it. I did not. I do it now with the girls in the craft therapy club. I trade things with the girls in the club.
maybe.
Cute. Hey, Denise Winton, how are you? Cindy says, my husband has a lot in the Amazon cart, and I have a lot in the Etsy cart. Oh, Etsy's another place. I do that too.
Yeah,
There's a lot of fantastic things on Etsy, so
yeah.
I totally
Now,
get
my husband and I have separate Amazon accounts because I think it drove him crazy.
to see all the activity, probably. Yeah.
I have in there and different things like that. So he has his own. But I'm going to tell you what, for someone that probably years ago said, I'll never order anything online ever. That's so dangerous. Da, 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 da.
Is he addicted now?
Yeah.
He's totally a partaker, isn't he?
He has more than I do now.
Oh, that's cute. That's all right. My husband's still kind of a holdout on that. I mean, when he needs to order something, he usually will be like, can you order this? Or he'll ask Lennon, because he's got this all worked out for himself. So usually he's asking somebody else, can you help? Can you order this?
That's so funny.
It is funny. He doesn't check his email. He's very kind of a holdout on the technology. He doesn't check his email very often.
Yeah, now my husband's kind of anal about that stuff. He checks his email and stuff every day, and he plays some games that if you play with him, like we play Monopoly Go, and he will literally text me and say, you need to get your Monopoly played. Your board's a mess. Da, 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 da. And if you're playing like where we're playing together doing a special thing on
That's funny.
It's like, you got to hurry on there because Mike's going to yell at us.
That's funny. Well, then it's funny that he's so tidy about it on a game.
Oh, he is.
I'm going to mute myself for just a second so that you don't hear this dryer.
He has played Candy Crush for so long that he keeps getting to the end of it. So he doesn't, it stops. So, ooh, a fabric.
I like that idea.
I do too.
I like girls, talk in the comment. Maybe I should put a post in the group and see what everybody wants to do. I love when you guys come up with ideas that I wouldn't come up with. So I'm so happy when you share them.
It could be stickers and
Yeah. Maybe we could have a couple of options.
Yeah, it could be stickers, scraps, and swatches.
We'll do all the S's. Yeah. What other S's can we come up with?
Just something to somebody.
Oh, thanks, Jeannie. She's so sweet. Look what she said. Here, I'm going to put up on that. Can you see comments yet?
It's way behind.
She says we're so cool. I'm glad it's a joy. Yeah, it's a joy hanging out with you guys for sure.
Yay. I love Jeannie. She's so much fun. She's
an alumni of the Craft Therapy Club as well. She's another one who has been in the group. Well, my group has been around since 2019, so it's been around for a few years here.
Yeah. Now I just looked it up because I wasn't sure if I was 4 years. I just turned 4 years old.
Did you really? Yep. See, that's amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
it goes by fast. Kristi said that too. Kristi Sloan joined the group a few months ago, and she was like, "Has it already been 3 months?" Yes, it has.
Yeah,
it's been 3 months since you've been in. All right, look at for my pink and yellow. This is all I've got done so far.
Well,
it's many layers, but you wouldn't know it by seeing it from that screenshot at all.
There's what I've done so far.
Cute. I like those girls. They're cute. Your girl stickers. They're adorable.
And I got these gelatos out because I can't figure out how to use them the right way. Never looks right to me. So I'm gonna
it's good to this is why the books are so good for practicing with your supplies, right? Just like there's no real you've lost nothing if there's a page that you use the supply on and you're like, yeah, I don't know about how I like that. It's not a big deal. Just turn the page and start a new one.
Yeah. Hey, no matter.
Tamara's saying she has tons of fabric. Someone suggested a fabric swap and she's saying, I have tons of fabric.
That would be fun too. I've got quite a bit of
Well, I wrote underneath this paint, and then but I did it with a charcoal pencil. So the words have kind of gotten lost. You can start to see, I don't know if you can see a little bit of the word there, let, but then it's all smeared under there. So I think I might add my words back on. Yep, I might do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what these things tell you exactly what you're really supposed to do.
the box, does it tell you?
No.
That's okay. If it told you what to do, you'd feel limited, right? Then you'd be like, then you would think that's all I can do, and that's not the truth. You can do whatever the heck you want.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna try it. What the heck?
Go for it, girl. I love gelatos. I think they're really fun.
Hey, do this, and then I think I might calm these stickers. I don't know. We'll do. Well, I don't know. Where's playing? Well,
Just play. It's okay.
Just okay. Lavender, not pink.
Well, this is going to be interesting at the very least. So tell me this, or tell us this, because everybody's listening in and I love it. And you guys in the comments, you can answer this question too. All right, we're down to 2. Are you team Hobby Lobby or are you team Michaels?
We don't have a Michaels here, so I have to be team Hobby Lobby.
If you had both next to each other and you could only go in one store, which would and answer it that way. If they were both next to each other and you could only go in one, are you team Hobby Lobby or team Michaels for craft supplies?
For strictly craft supplies?
For craft supplies.
I would still go into Hobby Lobby.
You would? Tell me what you like in Hobby Lobby. Like, what are you looking for when you go into Hobby Lobby craft supply shopping? Where do you tend to, wander into? What aisles?
Well, I have to go through all of the home decor first.
That's part of the reason I don't like Hobby Lobby. Yeah. It's not that I don't enjoy it, but it takes me an hour and a half to get through that. And then my kids are always like, Mom, you've been in here for an hour and a half. Like, hurry up. Like, they can't take it. They couldn't take it.
I think I'm choosing Hobby Lobby because I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
And I do go down to Indy, which is about an hour away, and go in Michael's. I don't know where anything is.
Yeah.
So, but I do order from Michael's online a lot, but I'm not a real big shopper.
Right.
I list and you go get the list.
Yeah. If I'm shopping online, which is mostly what I have to do, because those stores are 90 miles from me, both of them. So I don't have any stores here. So I do a lot of my shopping online. So if it's Michael's, I just tend to say like, okay, I need white gesso. Type in white gesso, pick the brand I want, pick the size I want, and it goes in my cart. So I kind of do the same thing. If I have a chance to walk through a store though, I'm awful. I can't not look at everything. I love to look at everything. The only aisle I don't go down is the frame aisle because I'm not shopping for frames, but otherwise I walk the whole store because I'm interested in all the things.
I will do that. I never feel like I have time to do that, but most of the time I go in, get what I want, and I leave.
Yeah.
This is what I do. If I'm heading to Hobby Lobby, or if I'm heading to Joann's, or if I'm even going to the Dollar Tree, like to buy wipes, the last thing I do before I leave the house is I walk into this room and I look. And so then it makes me really think about, okay, where am I going to put that if I buy it? Because
oh my goodness. You guys, did you hear what she just said? So I love what you just said. That is like a super great tip for people.
Yeah, because it makes I've got stuff from surfaces from Dollar Tree that I probably bought 4 or 5 years ago
that you haven't used yet.
Yeah, and they're sitting over here in the way that I am constantly moving around, but I won't throw them away because there might be something I need that for.
Right.
And yeah, I'm horrible about that. So I've been trying to make that. And I was proud of myself. My daughter wanted to go to Dollar Tree when we took my granddaughter over to volleyball. She plays travel volleyball. It's an hour away, and she wanted to go in Dollar Tree because she's stuck on TikTok on the Dollar Tree finds, and we had to find the hand sanitizer, all the fancy hand sanitizer, and all this other stuff. I didn't buy one craft supply when I was in there. I looked.
Yeah, I don't go in there anymore. I just don't because I don't certainly don't need anything that they have. There's nothing there that I don't already have in my craft room, so I'm just
Right.
not doing it. Yeah,
There,
not doing it.
oh, it's only $1.25.
Yeah, but it all adds up, right? Because I never left there without spending $20.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't afford to keep doing that. I'd rather buy a $20 bottle of a gesso that's going to last me a year than buy 8-10 things from Dollar Tree that I'm going to put aside and likely not use. I mean, it's just me too, because I buy the stuff with good intention and then it sits, and I don't
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I use gesso every day. I use my liquid gel medium every day. So those things I have no problem. When I first discovered them, I'm like, $20 for one bottle when I was used to paying, Dollar Tree prices. And then you're like, oh my gosh, that's so expensive. But then I realized this lasts me over a year. So
and you have to watch that because it's just like you go in there and you think, oh, it's $1.25. Well, just like these, I only buy these because, well, where'd they go? Here, oh. I buy these at Dollar Tree because I smell of them.
Oh, okay.
The $1.25, but it's only 30 wipes.
Right. Yeah. So let's see, how many do I get in where's my jar? Here it is. I get 85 in this one.
Yeah. So that's
so $4. Yeah.
I don't know, but
if you like that particular brand, then do it.
That's just, yeah.
If you're not if it's something that you're not brand loyal to, then it wouldn't matter what brands you got.
Yeah, exactly. I think I figured these out. This little sponge here is making them smear really nice.
There you go. That's a good way to do it. All right, we have a few people team Hobby Lobby. Wow, most of the answers I saw, except Jeannie says team Michaels all the way. I'm with you, Jeannie. I like Michaels better for shopping for craft supplies.
Yeah.
Alex says the old Hobby Lobby. I have no Michaels. She has no Michaels around her either.
Yeah, that's.
Joanne's asking how to use gelatos. Girls, this is a good question, but I would just say first, always go to YouTube, how to gelatos, and just you'll see all these different artists and creatives sharing different ways to do them. Yes, you can use water to activate them. You don't have to, but you can. I usually use my finger to move the color around, but she's using a makeup wedge and you can see she gets that smoky appearance to the color. And that was the pink that you were doing around that girl on the lower right. Yes.
Yeah. And this is a really stiff, dense makeup wedge.
That's a super foam one. Yeah.
Super light. I don't know. Let me try it. Let me see if it works. I feel like that stiff one works really well. And I've seen people use stencil brushes too with the gelatos.
Yes. Yeah, I think you could use just about anything.
This works too. I don't know what I was doing before, but they made me mad and I hid them. And
but you didn't get rid of them. You hid them.
But now that I'm like, well, I can't remember what I was having trouble with because this isn't hard.
No, they're so fun. Janice is saying, let's see what Janice says. For me, the magic happens with gelato when I go over it with Mod Podge. Look at her.
What happens?
Alex, how have you never been in a Michaels, my friend? Did you just not have them near you? Oh, that's interesting. I love all this chatter. Keep talking. I love it.
Let's see. I'm going to put some Mod Podge on my brush here. With a brush? With the Mod Podge? Wait and see what.
Try it. See what it does. I bet you could just put it on your makeup wedge too.
I bet
but you might not want to.
Probably the liquid, Oh, I forgot. This lid's clogged.
Well, that's never good.
Yeah, and I'm too lazy to carry it down, fix it.
And clean it. Yeah, I hear you.
But
All right, my message disappeared, so I have to find a new way to get my message on here. Not that it has to be. Sometimes, a lot of people create when they art journal, their message or their prayer intent or whatever, it goes underneath their design.
yeah, it sends it.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do too.
Yes, I did. Tamara says, Kristi put the gelatos in timeout. I did. I put them, I have a shelf over here. And the second shelf there's real deep shelves over here. And the second one has my art sitting in front of it. And I put it back behind there. So I couldn't even see it. So they were definitely in major timeout. But as soon as Grace said that I was going to be a guest in the nest, I was like, I've got to get the gelatos out because she likes to use those. And if I have trouble, she would help me.
That's right, I will.
But I'm not.
You got this. I think you got this. You've got them spreading.
Yeah, I don't know what.
And you can blend them. They blend beautifully. So if you put like a little purple on the edge of that pink and you wanted to blend the two together, they blend together beautifully.
This is fun. See, this is the kind of thing I like to do. I like to just play and, I don't know. Like I always tell all my followers and stuff, it's always ugly before it's pretty. Just keep going.
That's true.
Just keep going.
This is
You'll
true.
learn something that you absolutely love.
And if nothing else, just enjoy the playtime and not worry about it. Right? Like, does it really have to be pretty?
No.
We can just make for the sake of making.
Right. Right.
All right. Let's see.
Exactly right. Blends it to yes, Janice. I really I stopped because I don't want to put a barrier on this page yet. So, but that is a good idea with the Mod Podge on there with it. This is kind of fun.
Just playing, right? Just open time to play with no agenda, just playtime. It's like open crafting in the club, right? We just get together and we craft. Don't have to be working on anything particular.
No, nothing at all.
With it, no deadlines, no, it's not for anybody else. Like you have to gift it to somebody. It's just for you, just for fun.
And that's what's kind of hard when you do events and stuff. You've got a theme.
Yep.
And I've been being a lot more particular than I was when I first started. If I don't like the theme, I'm not going to do it, because then you're forcing yourself to do something that you don't want to do.
That's kind of out of your nature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing. You shouldn't be doing that. You should do what makes you happy, not
right.
So
I totally agree with that. Yeah, can you think, because you've been doing events for a long time, Kristi.
Mm-hmm.
And you think how many years has it been that you've been on other people's events or hosting your own? Can you put a number to it, like years wise?
Well, probably I started because the first event group that I joined was the Crafty Bunch back then 4 years ago.
So for at least 4 years.
Yeah. And then I have, I've really scaled back on the different ones that I belong to and stuff. But I did rejoin the Crafty Bunch. So, somebody's knocking on my door.
Hello, puppy.
Sorry for the dog, you guys.
That's okay.
It's probably UPS.
Delivering something. Imagine that.
Probably my stencils. I come today.
What I was going to ask you as a follow-up with the how long has it been since you've been doing events? Because we're talking about events. Oh my gosh, a car just went by that was so loud. It's the minute of loud things. Can you think of us like what's one or two? Are there one or two events that were most memorable for you? Like thinking back over all the years, like one that really sticks out to you.
Probably some of the dress up ones, maybe like we did. I remember we did Grease one time.
Oh, that's fun.
And that was really fun.
Yeah,
and
good idea.
I still have that song. Well, I don't have it anymore. I gave it to my daughter because she was always a Grease, she loved Grease. She hung it in her garage, but I made a sign that had Sandy and Danny on it.
Cute.
But I would say those are the most memorable events that you maybe it wasn't necessarily like an all-day event where you had a bunch of different creators, but when you got to, just like this, you got to get on and do something with your friends and stuff,
Right.
and chit chat and things like that. Those are always very memorable, I think. So but yeah, just that's my mind when I think about what would I say was the funnest ones that I did.
I like the ones that are really simple, not complicated or, I don't mind a theme. Sometimes a theme can be really helpful because it tells you exactly what you're looking for.
Mm.
But sometimes that can be a challenge if it's not something that you would normally do, right? So anytime Chris Hunter or Kathy D. Domenico invite me to do something in the Sparkle group, the Sparkle room, I'm always like, ooh, sparkle. I like shimmer. I don't really love like super bling. I'm not a totally, no, don't take, no, I'm not even going to say the word. I'm not going to say the word because there's absolutely nothing wrong with that brand of bling. It's actually quite beautiful. I mean, it really is. It's just that I don't tend to create with a lot of bling where those girls love it. So whenever they ask me, I'm like, oh, am I going to fit in? Is it going to work? Can I do something that might be pleasing? I don't know. I get nervous that what I'm doing for people who would be in the Sparkle room might not be
right
enough for them because they really like a lot of bling. So I have always enjoyed their events. However, I'll say they do make me a little more nervous because it's like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to do it? A little more challenging for someone who doesn't normally work within that creative realm.
It's challenging, and then you doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Then you doubt yourself. You're like, nobody's going to want to watch me do this.
Right. Yeah. I think that's true. I think it's true.
So, but yeah, I agree. And then sometimes I'll sign up, I've done this in the past and I'm trying to get a lot better. I've panicked signed up for something because I wanted a spot, and some of these event groups, are hard to get in. And then time to do it, it's like, what the heck am I going to do with a string and a piece of bark? I have no idea what to do.
You're cracking me up. That's funny.
Sometimes they're like that. Not always, but sometimes they're like that, and you're like, I mean, it's great. It's a great way to get your name out there and do all that fun stuff. And the theme things are fun. But sometimes you've got to pay attention to what you're doing because, I mean, honestly, you shouldn't just sign them up just to sign up for them.
Right.
Because people can see that. I'm going to say this. Well, I've watched you on the Sparkle events, and I've watched you enough. I could tell you were a nervous wreck. You
know me so well. Well, you're saying you've been with me for 4 or 5 years. You know me so well, girl, because my cheeks get red.
Your little face is red, and you got a giggling, and it's like, she's nervous as heck. Why is she nervous? This is so perfect. But you're just in your own head,
It is. It doesn't matter how many times, I have literally probably gone live 2,000 times. I don't know. A couple of years ago, and that was, oh my gosh, when my Facebook page got taken over or whatever, I had looked up how many lives I had, and back then it was like over 1,000. So I have to have, I don't know, 3,000 lives. I don't know, something crazy like that. Just the point being, gosh, you've hit that live button how many times? And yet someone who's done it so much, for me, the nervous comes in when it's out of my element. Like, this is totally out of my element, totally out of my element.
And I don't think anybody, anybody that wasn't part of all your regular community would have ever known that. But it was like, she is really nervous.
Because you know me so well.
Absolutely beautiful what she's doing.
Oh, thanks. And you know what? It's interesting because you have been, so the lives inside the club are private. That's a private group. There's only about, anytime, there's usually about 20 of us there on a live. There's about fewer than 100 members now, but when I'm live, there's usually less than, 15 people or so. So it's not like a huge crowd. And some of those events bring more people. So that makes me nervous a little. It's like, oh my gosh, all these people are watching me. But when I'm live inside the group, I'm way more relaxed. I'm just way more like naturally myself.
Right.
It's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe other people are the same. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know.
And everybody, when you're doing something that you don't normally do, or when you're on, like somebody else's page, or I was nervous about this, but I don't know why I was nervous, because I'm just playing.
There's nothing to be nervous about today because, yeah, like you said, there's no expectation other than we're doing art journal pages with yellow and pink, but it doesn't even have to be done today. Like it's not, that was more for us so that we knew what we were creating when we were live. Yeah, Tamara says, oh no, not the glitter. And the funny thing is I use metallic on almost every art journal page that I do. But when I think of that particular group is the sparkle room. So I think they like a lot of, sparkle, a lot of glam.
Yeah,
I'm not a glam girl, but I do love a lot of shimmer. Do you know one of the events that they did that I signed up for, and I was thinking to myself, what did I get myself into? I did. I was like, but it's one now looking back, it is one of my favorite and most memorable events that I've done with them. Let me see if I even have the project here. Hold on, because I might have it hanging close to me. Is it? Where is it? I'm looking, girls. Hold on. I don't remember the exact name of the event, but it was a breast cancer awareness event that they did. And it was something like Raise the Tatas or something like that. They were trying to raise money for breast cancer awareness. So it was something the Tatas. And everybody was going to do a project with a bra. And everybody did a project with a bra, and they were sharing in the group chat. They were like sharing, oh, this is the bra I'm going to use. Like, I'm like, that's an actual bra. Like, you guys are really using bras. They made beautiful, gorgeous projects. So clever. And I did a paper bra. I was like, I can't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do a bra on a live event. I was like, I'm so like super, what's the word?
I remember that event.
I was so out of my element. I'm like, I cannot work with a real bra on a Facebook Live. Like, I was like, what? Because I'm a super modest person, like really modest, like stuff like that. I'm like a 7th grader. Like, I immediately flush and I get nervous. And oh my gosh, we're talking about bras in public. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was so nervous leading up to that event. And I came up with a paper one, and it actually turned out really stinking cute. I wish I could find it right now. I usually have my stuff hanging around me. I don't know where it is right now, but oh my gosh, that is one of the most memorable events that I've done over the years. I was nervous about it, but I absolutely loved it. And I was so grateful that they invited me to be part of it. Plus, it was all for a good cause. Like, we auctioned off our projects at the end, and all the proceeds went to that nonprofit. So it was really a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I remember when you did that. I do remember that. That's funny.
Yeah, I wish I could find it. Oh, it's right here. Hold on. I knew I had it somewhere close. Hang tight. I made another one because I sold the one that I made for the event. So I saved the one that I made for practice because I had to practice it. I was like, how am I going to make a bra and not actually use a bra? Yeah. So this is what I came up with paper and fabric.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I remember. That's a really cute, like, bathing suit looking top.
It's so cute. It's made out of bubble wrap, of course. You know me. So it was framed. The one that I sold was framed beautifully in a black, I think it was like a 10 by 10 frame with a pretty background. And I put a phrase on there that was like made sense for the group for the event. But yeah, that one made me a little nervous. So Chris Hunter and Kathy, if you're watching, just know, girls, you stretched me beyond beyond what I was used to, but it was really good for me. And it actually is one of my most memorable events I've ever done.
Yeah, that was
sometimes. Even when you're nervous, it can be something really good that you look back on favorably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Bye, Janet. Janet's saying, I gotta go. Bye, Janet. Thanks, Tamara.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right. I'm stamping and I'm gluing and playing with I'm using my little woody crayons. You're using your gelatos. That's fun. I should pull out my gelatos. So do you have anything coming up, Kristi, that you want folks to know about? any events or sales on Whatnot or anything anywhere, not just on Facebook, but
Well,
anything you want to promote?
I'm in 2 events with the Crafty Bunch this weekend with a pajama party and the I don't remember what the other one was.
So pajama party on Friday night. They're usually Friday.
Yeah, and then there's one Saturday. I can't remember.
You know, that's Nicole
Yeah.
with the
Oh my-
Doria Creations, who, girl, we could do a whole event. Nicole's another craft therapy club member.
Oh, really?
She left the craft therapy club and started her page years ago now. Girl, that's what I'm saying to you. Like, we're going to do this. I'm going to keep introducing the members of the club who have their own business pages. And then we're going to do an event together. And remember, I told you guys I would invite some guests to that event. So I think I'll start with our craft therapy club members, because there are so many of you out there who have your own pages now. It's just it's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
See what you've done? You've opened up a can of worms.
It makes me so happy.
You've got everybody wants to be Grace.
No, that's not the truth. No, you guys are just don't make me nervous. No, you guys are all just following along. And I think more than anything, I hope more than anything, that it's just the creative freedom just is kind of like flowing. Like, you guys are like feeling really creatively free and empowered. And it makes me so happy that you're sharing those messages, because I listen to you guys. You tell them the same thing that we talk about all the time in the club. It's like, do what you love to do. You do you. Don't feel tethered down by what other people are doing, or what even in your own head you think you should do this, but it doesn't really matter. It's your own creative time, and it should be enjoyable and relaxing. It shouldn't be anything that makes you nervous. It shouldn't be anything that you feel, regretful in the end, that you use something you shouldn't have, or the colors don't match, or none of that. I just always encourage you guys to just do exactly what you want to do and not worry about outcome. Just enjoy the process. And I hear you guys all the time, and it makes my heart so happy, reminding all the other creative ladies out there to do the same.
Yes.
That our creative time is meant to be for enjoyment, not for pressure. We have enough pressure in our lives everywhere else. We don't need it here.
Right.
We do not need it. Yeah. So that makes me really happy to hear you guys constantly, reminding and encouraging other women to do the same.
Yep. Just use your stuff and nothing else. Nothing else matters.
That's right.
Right
That
here.
is so right. So I did order myself today. I told you I'm at the point on this journal page that I'm going to add some metallic gel pen or markers. And I did go find a set of Uniball pens that are metallic I always use silver, gold, and white. And now I'll have a black one, and then I'll have a few more colors. So I'm happy that they're on their way.
I think I've got my page done.
Let's see. I'm almost done. I've got a little marking to do. I love it. The flower in the middle, what is it made out of?
Cupcake.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see because of the light. This guy here,
Yes.
I can show you real fast because I have cupcake liners laying here.
Do it. Show us. That's so cool.
You just
All
take
right, girls, everybody pay attention. You got some cupcake liners that you're not using. I think Kristi's going to show us how we can use them.
you take 3. Oh, you can take as many as you want. I take 3 of them.
Oh, you know what? I think I can make you bigger. Hold on. I'm going to make you bigger. I got control of that. Hold on. Oh, yeah. There she goes.
Hello.
Well, hello now.
And you're just going to cut petals out. You can cut them however you want, with points, rounded on the ends, or whatever. You're just going to start cutting petals out and just go to where the wrinkles are no longer. Okay. And then let's do this real fast. And you just make a mess and let them fall all over the place. What did you used to call him? The concierge, the craft room concierge will come and clean them up later.
Yes, you got it. I want to have like the clapper, and he comes and brings me whatever I want, or cleans up all my messes.
I haven't been able to find him.
Me either, girl, me either.
So we're just making petals basically here. Da-da-da. That last petal's going to be funky, but you'll never notice. So now we have, you can make sun out of these too. It needs to be a cool sun. But then just take the 3 and just kind of shift them. You know, so the petals are dimensional. They're not all just stuck together.
So easy, so simple. And then you can stick a button in the middle or a brad or anything, really.
Yeah, you could
The
stick.
kids' pictures in the middle would be really cute.
Yeah.
All those kids, you know how you get like a gazillion kids' school pictures when their school pictures come in and you get like 20 in the pack? And you're like, what am I going to do with all these? You could make little rounds and put them on there and put them on sticks and kind of have them. That'd be really
I think I'm going to go through all of Isabel's for her open house, and we'll make a mobile of all these with a little one of her, you know, kindergarten, first grade, second grade.
That's a really clever idea. I like it. I think you should do that.
That'll drive her nuts enough that would be fun to do. She'll be like,
That would
oh,
be really fun.
yeah. Because
So I was thinking as you were making it, actually, because you know those cupcake things come in a gazillion different colors and designs. You can get a metallic, matte, floral. You can get them for the holidays, like Halloween ones and Christmas ones. But they also have the minis. So that's a standard cupcake. But then if you got the minis, you could do the same thing with the minis and have different size ones too.
well, I had gone to the store to get minis, but I had to run into I just ran into Kroger here, and our Kroger on this side of town's kind of small, and that's all they had was the big ones because I had wanted to get some of the small ones. I was going to make them different sizes. Because this was from YouTube. I made that on YouTube because last week was Jeannie's turn for a theme, and it was branching out. So those are all hanging.
Oh, cute idea. Branching out. I like it.
So that's what I did that. But
Oh, I like it. Well, I'm glad you shared that because that was a really quick tip that I think it's one of those things that a lot of people just have in their cupboard is extra cupcake liners from maybe a holiday gathering or something. You don't tend to use all of them at once. So most of us have a few extra on hand.
yeah, punch.
That's something you could do with kids for sure.
Yeah, that would be fun to put pictures in the middle. I might have to do that. That'll drive her crazy.
Poor child. Don't tell her I gave you the idea. But
Grace told me.
don't tell her, no. We'll keep it our little secret.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just about done with my page too. I can show you here in a second. I could fiddle. I could fiddle for ages on the detail stuff. Like I love the mark making. This last stuff that you do on a page, I absolutely love.
Oh yeah.
All the detail work. But I'll show you what I got going so far. So I use that printable as my pink, but it has yellow in the center of the flower. That's a printable. And then I just did a yellow background behind it with some, what did I start with? I started with paint, and then there's some book pages back there, and there's some gesso, and there's a woody stick there, and a stabilo. You know me, I like to mix it all. I got some stamping, all kinds of stuff back there. So pink and yellow for sure. It's wet and it needs to dry, but I got my pink and I got my yellow in. All right, let's see. I'm going to look really quick, Kristi, if you don't mind. Let me just see if there's any questions that I wanted to ask you that were pretty helpful for people to get to know you. All right, so I guess not. I think we covered like everything that we wanted to talk about. Your live next, is it this weekend? Or do you have a live coming up between now and the event this weekend?
I have a couple playlists over on YouTube that's going to take place over the next couple days, but
so everybody make sure you head on over to YouTube and find Kristi on YouTube under the same name, Funky Junk Inspiration. In fact, if you don't mind, I'll just go over there and grab your link for them. Is there anything else you want to share last minute or message you have for folks who are hanging out with us right now?
Just have fun. Don't make it a chore. Make it fun and take the time for yourself. You know, go upstairs or wherever your craft room is and shut the door and just create, because it's for your mental health, and then that reflects your health and all that kind of stuff and the sanity of the world, you know. So
Yeah, well, it kind of fills our cup, right? Like even if you don't know it, if you spend 15, 20 minutes a day with some, it doesn't even have to be fancy. It can just be pencils, like, or the crayons that you have from your kids' box of crayons. And you would be surprised how much just coloring a coloring page, an adult coloring page, can just help, like, kind of calm your mind for 15 minutes. So you take a few deep breaths in and you feel like then you can go back to your family and just be a little more relaxed and calm and enjoy them even more. Yep, there you go. Well, girl, that is so funny that you're showing that. My bird is from this big, this is a big coloring book of birds, and that's what that came from. I just put it in my printer and photocopied it so I could cut it out for that page. So it's so funny. I love an adult coloring book.
I do too. And then I was in, this is from Five Below, and it's stickers. You
And you can color?
you color the sticker.
Brilliant. I've never seen that. Very cool.
See, like that's a sticker I can pull off of
Oh, I
it.
love it. That's a cool, it's really big too. That's a good size.
I was so excited about this thing, and I came out, showed my family. You know, I'm like, oh my God, look, I've got to go get my stickers. We were at a volleyball tournament, and the looks on their faces. I was like, how old are you? I'm like, I like to color. You know,
Listen, we get you, girl. Give her some hearts. We get you. We're excited for you. You share that in our little community, because all of the girls here, we're super excited for you to have that.
yeah,
So Five Below, huh? Very cool.
that's what I do at work. I doodle and color and macrame. I'll sit in macrame stuff at work. You
I
know,
love it that you can do that. That's great.
yeah.
That's good. All right, ladies. Well, I've dropped the link to Kristi's YouTube channel in the comments. You'll find her in all these places by the same name, so Funky Junk Inspiration, and you'll be seeing maybe a little more of her because we're going to be doing some collaborations coming up. But thank you, Kristi, for being our guest in the nest today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It was
I love you, girl.
awesome. Lots of fun.
I think so too. I love hangout time with the girls, but to have just you and me, it's even more special.
It is. It is. It's awesome. I love it. I love it.
All right. Well, have a great day. I guess I'll be catching everybody. Go ahead. Say that again.
But whoever's out there that doesn't belong to the craft therapy club, you don't know what you're missing. You need to. I mean,
Thanks for saying that.
fun, crazy things.
Yeah, that's true. It is true. It's very relaxed in there.
It's awesome, and you know, it's a great community. It's a very great community. There's no judgment in there. Then nothing. It's just you can go in there and ask anything, say
Yep,
anything.
and all are welcome. Yeah, very true. Thanks for saying that. All right, girls, you go have a beautiful, blessed day. Make something pretty that brings your heart joy.
All righty, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you later.
Bye-bye.